Okay, you are welcome to class. So we are going to start with the 90-degree peplum or circle scale. Okay, so this is my fabric here. I'm going to use this fabric, and remember please, the measurement that we got was as a result of the miniature measurement, so it's not fixed. Okay, so this is my measurement here. Let me get my tape measure, right, and my chalk. So now I have my white paper, my white fabric here. Let me adjust the camera a bit. Okay, so this is my, so I think it's better now. So remember it's 16 inches. Okay, so you measure your 16 inches by one side. That is, probably it will be majorly by your width. Okay, by that salvage edge, you just measure it through for the measurement that you get. Remember, you know, this is just a miniature, so the other side will not really matter. That means it's only at the salvage edge. Let's say this is the salvage edge, and the salvage edge here, that will be of the same width for the width that you need. Let's say your measurement is 60. You know, if you're using an Ankara fabric now, you're not likely to, the length will be by 45, so you might have to measure that side. Okay, can you just measure that side to be of the length of your 54 inches, the salvage edge. So that is just what I want to say. So I'm cutting out my fabric now, 16 inches here. I'm assuming this is my salvage edge, and the reason why it's small is because it's a miniature. Please, I'm still repeating that. So I'm cutting out this piece now. Okay, so this is it. Now the next thing is to fold, to start measuring. So if you measure now, what we are going to do is we are going to start with our circumference. Okay, so our circumference, the circumference we got was 5.73, remember? So I am going to use 5.725. That is the closest part. Okay, so this is what I have here. So in order to make it easier for you, you can just take your this and just place it this way. You may not likely get exactly like this, but it might not be exactly like this, but at least it will be very close. Just take the tip, that's the longest part of your disc, and just turn it to the other side like this, so that you get your triangular shape. So the next thing is now to get your our circumference. So in order to get the circumference, you are going to measure from the tip. Please do not measure like this. When you measure like this, if you are not careful, you might end up having a very wider width than your actual measurement. Okay, so since I'm measuring 5.75, I'm starting from the tip. Okay, I'm starting from the tip of my from this top line. Okay, so I'm measuring 5.75 here, 5.25. okay, so I'm just measuring it like this, 25. Remember, we took a short class on how to read a tape, so this should not be strange. So this is what we are doing, 5.25, 5.25. So we join it together. Now the next thing is now to measure the length that we need. So we are starting from the length here, and remember it's 10 inches. This is exactly 10 inches. Okay, so this is it. So this is 10. Make sure you don't rush when you are working on circles, so that the length will not be shorter than the length you need. So this is what we have now. The next thing is now to cut out. If you notice, we have only one fold, just a single fold. Okay, so now can you see? Don't you see that it takes the shape of a flat skirt? So let's put it on for our miniature or our model, so that we can see how it look like. So now this is the center front, and this here is the center back. Okay, this is the side, sorry, this is the side, and here is the this is the side, this is the side front, and this is the side front. So let's put it on. Okay, so this is it. Can you see? This is the 90 degrees. See how it look, and see the center back. Okay, this is the center back, and here. So if you want a side seam, this is the right time to cut it out. So, and that is why you need to add your whatever seam allowance to the fabric before you cut. Okay, to your measurement, in order to help you to do whatever you want to do. So this is it. Can you see how it is now? So this is how your 90 degree circle skirts look.